Hey folks, been a warm day filled with spotty showers in the valley. Radar shows scattered stuff around. You pick up a brief shower, it's there, and then it's gone. We had some just east of our studios here just a few minutes ago, kind of raining right now, right there on the business highway between Weslaco and Mercedes. Other stuff kind of scattered up into Starr County right now. But our front is on the way. You don't see a whole lot just yet, but let's zoom out a little bit. All that tropical moisture is kind of sideswiping us once again. We've seen spotty showers because of this, but the front is on this map. Let's put temperatures and we'll see if we can find it. Oh, just right on the edge. 85 in San Antonio, 82 in Del Rio, while Laredo's 94. So let's push back a little farther. There we go. 48 in Dallas, or in San Angelo, 57 Dallas, 34 in Lubbock. There's been snow on and off in the Panhandle, parts of western Oklahoma today, much of the day. So the cold temperatures are pushing southward. So let's look at it. Here we go. The front again, just through Dallas, not quite to Austin, San Antonio yet, or Del Rio, but it'll push southward tonight, moving through the valley after midnight, but before dawn. With it, perhaps a shower or a thunderstorm, turning very windy, strong north winds, prompting a gale warning at the coast. And then by the time we get to tomorrow evening, I think all that moisture moves offshore. That tropical system gets picked up and pushed to the northeast, and cool temperatures build in. By football, I think the rain is definitely out of here, and the clouds will thin by late in the day, probably seeing some sunshine. And for Saturday, just bright sunshine, a cool start, upper 40s, low 50s, with temperatures climbing back into the probably 70s on Saturday afternoon. Let's watch the winds. And again, we're just talking speed of the winds. These are gusts. And notice by the time we get to about 1 o'clock in the morning, winds are only 5 to 7 miles an hour. But then the front goes through, and by 5 a.m., winds are gusting to over 30 miles an hour, and at the coast, over 40 miles an hour. So a gale warning in effect for the coastal waters. South Padre Island is going to be very windy there to start the day tomorrow. When that front comes in, you will hear it howling through. By the time we get to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, winds are still gusting at over 20, over 30 at the coast. By football time, still breezy. Winds are 15 to 25 across the region, still windy at the coast. And then by the end of the football games, I think the wind will finally begin to die down. Now let's look at temperatures. Overnight tonight, we stay in the 70s until the front gets here. Front pushes through. By 6 a.m., we drop down around 60 or so. We may go down a little bit more into the 50s, but now with the sun coming out in the afternoon, temperatures will rebound a little bit back into the 60s during the afternoon. Then we go into football time. You're in the low 60s for football games tomorrow night, perhaps upper 50s by the end of the game. And then by Saturday morning, upper 40s, low 50s. Saturday afternoon, back in the 70s again. You look at Sunday morning, upper 40s again. Sunday afternoon, back in the 70s one more time. Average time for this time of year is 85. Nowhere close tomorrow. Back to 75 on Saturday and 83 on Sunday with low humidity and a lot of sunshine for the weekend. Now let's look for rainfall and see what we see. The front again, due in the area after midnight, pushes through, maybe a quick shower, thunder shower with the front. After that, it just turns mainly dry across the region. Clouds thin out, and by the end of the day, skies should begin to clear. So for tonight, a shower, thunderstorm with the front, turning windy when the front gets here. 57 for a low. Tomorrow back up to 67. Northwest winds 20 to 30. A wind advisory in effect and a gale warning at the coast. Operators of small craft urged to just stay in port tomorrow. A chilly morning on Saturday. We're back to 75. A chilly morning on Sunday, back to 83. Another front about Wednesday should cool it off a little bit for the second half of next week. That's your updated First Warn 5 AccuWeather forecast. We'll be back right after the break.